Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jose Sweet, and welcome back to another episode of Sweet Cigar Reviews. So in this episode of our lovely show, we're going to be taking a look at, well, you guessed it, another cigar. So yeah, we're going to be smoking another cigar, and I think we're going to be smoking a brand that we haven't smoked before on this channel. And that brand is Perdomo. I don't think I've ever smoked a Perdomo cigar on camera, but I'm a huge fan of the brand itself. I've smoked, I think, a large portion of what Perdomo Cigars has to offer. I've smoked the 20th anniversary, 10th anniversary, the Habano Connecticut, Habano Maduro, all the variations of the 20th anniversary and 10th anniversary, except for the Maduro. I smoked the Lot 23, the small batch. I smoked the Double A's Vintage, the 12-year. I smoked a little bit of everything. I know that's not like the entirety of like the cigars that they offer, but it's a good chunk of it. And I've come to love every single one of those cigars. The Perdomo 20th Anniversary Maduro is hands down my favorite cigar ever. And I can say that because I could probably pull out maybe 3 dozen or more bands of that cigar. So, I have this habit where I collect the band of every cigar that I smoke. And easily with the Perdomo 20th anniversary, I can pull out 3 dozen of those or more. And so that really goes to show that that's probably the one cigar I've smoked the most of, and it's just one of my favorites. So while we won't be smoking the 20th anniversary Maduro today, we will be smoking the Lot 23 Maduro. I've already had this cigar before, and it's a really enjoyable smoke. It's a really good coffee cigar, I'm gonna say that for sure. But also, with Perdomo, they were one of the first few brands that I ever got into. So when I started my cigar journey almost 2 years ago, I think I started with Monte Cristo. I had one Monte Cristo cigar, then I branched off into Perdomo, and I had several of their cigars, and I got into My Father, and then Ashton, and then, I kind of just branched out from there. But Perdomo has always been one of those cigars that I always go back to. Every single time it's in this humidor here at the Leaf Cigar and Pipe Shop, I get excited. I'm like, okay, now I can, smoke these cigars, and I can have them, and I can recommend them to people that walk in the door, So it's just one of those brands that I've come to really like. Plus, I got a whole bunch of merchandise by them. I got a leather cigar case, I got cutters, I got a lighter, I got a tumbler that has the logo on it. I got 2 ashtrays. I'm there. I think I'm gonna buy a hoodie too before it starts to get really cold outside. So if y'all see me out there in the streets rocking a Perdomo hoodie, y'all already know what's going on. Looking at the specs of this Perdomo Lot 23 Maduro, the filler and the binder, we're looking at a Cuban seed Nicaraguan, and I believe the wrapper is also, no, it's not. The wrapper is like a plain Nicaraguan Maduro wrapper. So it's not Cuban seed, but the filler and the binder are. This cigar is pretty well constructed, very tight, visible seams here. The cigar itself smells amazing. The artwork on this band is really beautiful. They have this holographic kind of thing to it. I don't know how to describe this, but hopefully what I just used is close enough. So yeah, this is gonna be a really, really good cigar, and it's actually a really budget-friendly cigar. It's one of the cheaper cigars that is offered here at the Leaf Cigar and Pipe Shop, and overall, in general, this is a pretty cheap cigar. You're looking at
maybe the $6 to $7 range for a cigar like this, and when you're smoking this for an hour and a half, which is about the time that you get with this cigar, I say it's well worth it. It's well worth your buy. And I'm saying all that before I even light this cigar. So I'm just letting you guys know this thing is good. So yeah, we've already cut the cigar with a nice little V cut here. The straight cut would probably not work on this cigar if I'm wrong here. So yeah, we already cut the cigar here with a nice little V cut. I think if you do a straight cut on this, don't get me wrong here, I think, because I haven't had this cigar in quite a while actually. Damn, now that I think about it. But I believe that this cigar has a little bit of mixed filler in there, so there might be some tobacco that kind of gets into your mouth. So I don't know if a straight cut would be the best idea, but my experience with a V cut and a punch cut has been pretty good. So I'd recommend those cuts for this cigar. Straight cut, you're kind of just, you know, playing with chance here. You're playing with you're gambling on whether or not you're gonna get a ton of tobacco in your mouth or not. So I mean, try it out yourself. If you get barely any tobacco in your mouth, then I'm wrong. But if you do, then I'm right, and now you're suffering for it. So, you know, kind of weigh out the options. So yeah, let's light this cigar. Off of the first few puffs alone, already we're being hit with this like really rich like milk chocolate taste, and this beautiful like sweet tobacco taste as well. The smoke itself is pretty creamy, and when I retrohale, I'm barely struggling to get the smoke out of my nose, you know, so it's not a harsh smoke whatsoever. I've actually smoked the Lot 23 in the other like variation that it has. So this is the Maduro. I believe the other version is their Connecticut, and this one to me tastes a lot better. Like you're really getting a lot of like chocolate notes out of the cigar, whereas the other Lot 23, it's like it's almost there. It almost wants to give you that chocolate, but like I think it's the wrapper that's holding it back. But with this Maduro here, it's giving all of that. It's giving all of that chocolate, and it's really bringing like that tobacco taste, you know, up a notch. The ash in this cigar is nice and white, nice and solid. I barely had any trouble. I had no trouble lighting this cigar. All I did was I took the flame to the foot, and that's it. It caught on easily. So that's another thing I love about this Lot 23. It's just so easy to light, and you just start smoking it immediately, and it tastes good from the start. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna continue smoking this cigar down to the second third. I'll update you guys if there's any transitions, any additional thoughts I have about the smoking experience. Okay, so I'm halfway through the second third of the cigar, and those milk chocolate notes in the beginning have kind of turned into like this roasted coffee notes, and everything else is kind of still the same. I've had a few customers come to the shop while I was doing this review, and every single time someone would come in, I'd leave the cigar for like a minute or two, I'd come back to it, and it's still lit. So that's also another great thing that I love about this Lot 23, is that it just stays lit. You know, I don't have to take my torch to it again and, you know, like relight it. It just stays lit. I honestly wish I had a coffee to go with this, because like I said in the beginning, this is a great coffee cigar, and like if I had a box of this stuff, I'd be smoking this every single morning with some coffee. It's just that good of a cigar. And in my opinion, it's a good daily smoke as well. But yeah, we're getting to that point where we gotta take the band off of this thing, and I don't know why. I just keep collecting bands from all the cigars I've ever smoked. One of these days, I swear, I gotta make a video where I just go over my entire like collection here. But yeah, I'm really liking this cigar, and plus, you know, it's been a while since I smoked it, so just experiencing again has been just so good. So yeah, let's continue smoking the cigar. Let's get to the last third, and let's close off the video. Alright everyone, that was the Perdomo Lot 23 Maduro. That was a really good smoke. Again, like I said, it's been a while since I last had it, and just having it again, it was such a great experience, and it was such a great smoke. I like how it transitioned from like this milk chocolate to like a roasted coffee. You know, I like the burn on it. I didn't have to relight it whatsoever. It stayed really nice and creamy in the smoke, and again, it was great smoke output. And then again, the price like really gets me, because it's such a cheap cigar, but it's such high quality. So this is something I would really recommend. I recommend anything by Perdomo. So we have this Perdomo Lot 23 and other Perdomo cigars available here at the Leaf Cigar and Pipe Shop, located 3710 South Camden Road here in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. So if you guys are interested in picking up this cigar or others, please stop by the shop and I'll help you out with picking out your cigars. So yeah guys, this has been Jose Sweet with another sweet cigar review. If you like this kind of content, give a like to the video, share with friends and family, and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. But either way, this is the end of the video. Have a great day and a great cigar.